Hey guys, so in an update to this ongoing Johnny Somali situation, I've been sent this video over that I believe was on Korean TV. Now the gentleman that you can see there, I believe the Navy SEAL that gave Johnny Somali the punch that we were all waiting to see him receive. He's being interviewed and he's basically gotten the whereabouts of Johnny Somali. Now to cut a long story short so we can get straight to this, Johnny Somali was picked up by a Nigerian man that was living in Korea, married to a Korean woman, and he basically told Johnny, you know, you're gonna go and apologize to the statues that he insulted, the comfort women, and apologize to Korea. I came to find out before I came to record this video that that was all a setup to get Johnny to go to this location so these guys could basically confront him, which good. So I don't know how this is gonna play out. This is as far as I've gotten into it. They've just been having a conversation with this guy right now. So I think at some point during this, Johnny Somali is going to pull up, and I guess we're just going to see how this plays out. I've literally just walked in, so I don't know how this is going to go.
모였는데 소녀상 앞에 온 이유가 뭡니까?
오늘 소말리랑 행크 이제 마지막 대국민 사과 하기 위해서 여기 이 자리에.
Okay, so again, I don't know what they're talking about because I don't understand Korean, but from what I understand, Johnny Somali is going to be pulling up to this location, which I believe is what's happening now. So we'll take a look at this interaction. This guy is like a man on a mission.
네. 우리 소말리.
Okay, he must be in that car.
네.
If I'm Johnny Somali, sitting in that car watching this dude, this unit of a man walking over, because this guy's Navy SEAL, right? You know that you can mess somebody up. See him walking over like that. I'm clutching my bag. I'm clutching my pearls. I'm like, damn, this guy's gonna get me again. I'm in a car as well. I can't even run.
얘기 좀 할까?
소말리 안녕.
He wants to get his hands on him. Johnny Somali is very lucky that these Koreans seem to be very, very kind. Because if I was this woman, there's just no way I'm protecting him from this guy after what he's done.
소말리 안녕. 아 때리러 온 거 아니야. Don't touch. 링크. No touch. Don't touch.
내려.
우리 이야기하려고.
안 때려.
가 도와줬어요.
행크 안 때려 내려. 나랑 얘기 좀 하자 행크. 나랑 얘기 좀.
So I think Johnny is probably talking to the Nigerian guy in front, saying, why have you brought this guy here? Again, I was told that this was basically a setup, that Johnny was under the impression that he had somebody on his side that was going to help him in the situation, and he didn't know that it was basically all a setup to corner him, to get him to actually make a proper apology. Although I gotta say, before this even happens, I don't know what Johnny's about to say. Anything that comes out of this guy's mouth is going to be a lie. He's going to say what he needs to say. He's a master manipulator, very obviously. And I don't think that these guys should fall for whatever he's about to say. I think if they're planning on punishing him by using the law, then they should go ahead and do that. Anything that comes out of his mouth is going to be bullshit. And you guys should know that he's disrespected your country and he's just going to lie to you to get out.
절대 안 때려.
행크 우리 진짜 대화하려고 온 거니까.
나랑 얘기 좀 하자.
오케이?
편하게 나랑.
우리 진짜로. 네.
지금 너는 아무런 그런 영향이 없잖아 어떻게 보면. 그러니까 소말리만
그냥
소녀상 바로 앞에 있거든. 그러니까 난 소말리가 소녀상에서 진짜 대한민국 국민으로서 우리가 느끼는 건데 제대로 사과했으면 좋겠어. 나 그것만 돼.
We just want him to apologize, man. That's all.
나도 사과하라고 했어. 그래. 오케이.
우리랑
No violence. No violence. Alright.
소말리만 사과하자.
행크.
So this is Johnny Somali's friend who, again, was like doing a lot of offensive shit. He looks very, very nervous. I don't know how things work in Korea, but from what I can tell, I'm not a body language expert, but he looks afraid like something could happen here.
고마워.
때리러 온 게 아니고.
진짜 잘했어.
대한민국에서
잘했어.
너를.
괜찮아.
아니.
괜찮아.
There's the human
Somali.
garbage.
소말리. 우리 그냥 토킹, 오케이?
소말리 얘기하자 나랑 얘기하자. 나랑 얘기하자 일로 와봐.
우리 진짜 노 터치.
We here to, no violence, man. You know what I mean?
아 절대 안 돼.
We just want our apology,
good.
man.
Why do you guys want an apology from him? He's not being sincere. Did you guys not see what he did to Japan? When Johnny Somali apologized to Japan, when they let him go, he went online showing pictures of a nuclear explosion and then saying China number one, right? Because Johnny Somali said multiple times that he wants to start a race war. He wants to start a race war. Now, I think that is in reference to Japan and Korea, but either way, it doesn't really matter. His apology is empty. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, we can talk. We don't need to fight.
No,
네,
no fight,
no
no
fight.
fight.
네, 얘기 좀 해주세요. 지금 세계적으로 지금 소말리가 한 행동에 대해서 많이 화가 나 있고 한국 사람들이 많이 화나 있는데 그것 때문에 우리가 온 거니까 대화할
So
생각 있나?
right now you're a big issue, and a lot of Koreans are mad for what you did, and all we want is for you to just apologize for what you have done.
Okay.
All right.
Bro, trust me, it's the only way, man.
Okay, I'll say right now, I want to apologize to the Korean people. I was not aware of the significance of the statue.
Yes, you was. Yes, you was in your video, you lying little shit. You said in the video that you knew that that statue had significance to the Korean people and you knew that it was in relation to Japan. You said that. And that's why you looked for them. That is why you looked for them. That is why you kissed them. You did it for a reason. Those statues represent women that went through sexual abuse. And so you did those things. You rubbed lotion on your body and danced on them and kissed them and mocked them because you knew exactly who they were. Why are you guys even entertaining this bullshit? This is not sincere. He said it all in 4K. He said 100 times he doesn't care about anybody else but himself. This is all for clicks. It's all for content. That's it. He doesn't care about you guys.
Trying to get, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment from our audience. We're from America. We really don't know much about the comfort woman or much about the statue.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Like, I don't know everything about Korean culture. I don't know anything about Japanese or Chinese culture, but there are pieces of their culture that people are very aware of. And a lot of people are aware of who the comfort women were. I was aware of the comfort women. And even if I wasn't, I would not go to a foreign country and lube up and start dancing on them. So it doesn't matter if you weren't aware. But you were. You specifically targeted those. Those ain't the only statues in Korea, right? You went to those ones because you knew it would upset the population. This guy's just full of shit. How are people allowing this guy to sit there and chat shit to them like this?
Where we're from. So when I saw this statue, I came upon it on my stream. At first, I really didn't even know what it was. So now after I see the reaction from the Korean people, I see that it really hurt you guys. And my intention in coming to Korea was not to cause this kind of shitstorm.
He's done this everywhere he's gone, Korea. Everywhere he has gone, he has caused a shitstorm. There has not been a single place, not a single place this guy has been positively received. Now, yours might be the worst of it. What he did to you in Japan might be the worst of it, but rest assured, if you let him go, he's going to go somewhere else and they're going to do it. What you're better off doing is teaching him a lesson in your country so nobody else has to deal with it, and so that when you let him go, he's not running around your country doing dumb shit. If he leaves Korea, I can bet you everything in my bank account that a month, 2 months, 3 months later, he is going to say something derogatory about your people, and I'm being very lenient there. I doubt it's going to take that long. And he's going to say something to antagonize you, and at that point, you won't be able to get your hands on him unless this Navy SEAL guy is so hell-bent on teaching him a lesson that he books a plane to wherever Johnny Somali is staying, but that's unrealistic. That's just not going to happen. It's all on video. These questions and his answers are all nonsense.
My intention was to come here, do my live streams, make content, and be funny. It wasn't really, I didn't want to cause pain or get anybody in trouble or make anybody go to jail or catch assault cases or stuff like this, you know what I mean? Because that's when it's going too far.
Yeah.
Truly, it's a hurtful thing. It's something that hurts the Korean pride and the Korean culture. In America, we have a different kind of comedy and we have a different kind of culture in America. And Korea, it's a totally different kind of place.
But anybody with 2 brain cells would know that when you get on a plane and you go to another culture, that you don't bring what happens in your country. Now, I actually think he's selling Americans a little bit short there, because every American that I've spoken to following this situation have all called him a donut as well. Like, he's an absolute imbecile. And as far as I can see, he does not represent American culture. Now, I'm willing to bet that Korean culture is probably more conservative in nature, and they probably have things in their culture that are like very sacred. But regardless, I have not spoken to a single American that sympathizes with any of this, and I can't imagine an American hearing this saying, "Oh, you know, we're just crazy. We just do crazy shit all the time, and we have no respect for anything." And so I came to your country thinking you guys have no respect for anything. Now, what is this bullshit?
Where this kind of behavior is not acceptable.
So the reason we brought you here is that we have a statue right there. So all we want for you to stand in front of the statue and then apologize to all of Koreans who are being hurt.
Let's do it.
Yes. Okay.
I'm open to it.
맞아, 오케이.
Let's
자,
go.
가봅시다. 그래?
Okay.
같이
Let's
가요.
go.
소말리. 마이크.
Am I? All right. Put it on.
소말리.
Okay. 좀 챙겨주세요.
I'm here. I'm here.
You guys are being way too kind. Bro, this guy, bro, I know you're not happy about this. I know you're not happy about this. I can see it in your eyes. I know exactly what you're thinking right now, but for the purposes of remaining on YouTube, I ain't gonna say it.
Trust me, man.
아, 진짜 많은 말이
the best way.
너무 하고 싶은 말들이 너무 많은데 일단은 이거 진정성 있게
This is
대공이
gonna
사과 받아내고
bring
그러고 좀 전달하도록
It's
하겠습니다.
gonna bring a lot of peace, man. Right now, what's happening? Like, it's not only you right now, man.
Yeah.
They're going after your moms, your dads, your family. You know, they're going after a lot of people.
네.
He doesn't care. He said on camera he don't care about nobody but himself. If he had any respect for his poor mother or watching this, and I can only imagine how horrified, if she's an even halfway decent person, I can only imagine how horrified she would be looking at her son, watching her son make a mockery of himself like this, and make a mockery of her. Because ultimately people are going to look at their parents and be like, hey, how did you raise this guy? How did this even happen? Now, I'm not going to give him the scapegoat of saying that this guy's mentally ill. He's not. He's just a scumbag. You get some people in life that are just bad people. There's no mental this, mental that. Some people are just bad, nasty people, and they like doing nasty things to people, and they like making people feel a certain type of way. That's who this guy is. And I'm not surprised that people are going to go after his family, because when you enrage people to that level and they can't get to you, they go to the loved ones. The problem here is that I don't think he gives a shit, and I think he's going to prove that in the coming weeks or months when, by the looks of this, they're looking for their apology. He's going to be performative here and get let go. He is going to shit all over the apology. He's going to shit all over their culture, and he's going to go somewhere else to piss off people. Now, because of the publicity he's received from this, I imagine wherever he goes next, it's going to be much harder for him to get away with his stupid antics. But regardless, it's just, this is ridiculous. Like, again, his poor mother having to, the fact that you would give birth to something like this, that's got to like send shivers down your spine. I would be absolutely mortified if this was my son. I'd be so ashamed. There's not enough ground on the earth for me to sink my head into if this was some scum that I was related to.
You know, and clout, especially in these streets, clout in these streets will get you killed. Especially when you come to another country and you don't know much about the history of it.
Yeah.
Like, when I told you that, everything I told you is true. You know, yeah, I'm a Marine, but also I'm not the only Marine in my family. My grandfather was a soldier. My uncles were Marines. All my family served in the Korean War, so we have certain ties to Korea. You know what I mean? So when I saw it, I was upset. However, I feel like this is the only way that you can
Continue being here.
Yeah, continue being here without getting punched all the fucking time. You know?
I know this guy's a Marine, and no disrespect to him. You know, I have a level of respect for people that do those things, but you obviously don't know who this guy is. You don't know who Johnny Somali is. I know that you're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to guide him in the right way. Johnny Somali is the biggest piece of shit, and everything that you're trying to do is going to fall on deaf ears. He's going to tell you, he's going to say things to you to make you leave him alone. He's going to tell you what you want to hear, and that's it. There's no help in this guy.
소말리. 네, 설명 좀 해줄게. 리슨? 해석 좀 해주세요. 한국, 대한민국 이 동상은 그냥 동상이 아니에요.
This is not not just a metal statue.
우리 한국의 아픈 역사를 기억하기 위해서 만든 그런 동상입니다.
A lot of Koreans being hurt by this, and this is like it's like a representative of
만약에 당신이 그냥 뭐 일반적인 동상을 그랬다라고 하면은 한국 사람이 화가 많이 안 났지만 이거는 정말 우리에게 아픈 역사였어요.
If you touch any kind of statue, it wouldn't matter. But this is very important to Korean people.
Yeah, he knows that.
That's the big problem that you did.
그래서 많은 대한민국 시민들이 다시는 이런 강압적이고 있어서 안 될 역사가 되풀이되지 않길 바라면서 이거를 전국에 만들어 둔 겁니다.
So we don't want this repeating or doing, you know, a lot of Koreans being hurt. So we don't want this to be repeated to other countries and in Korea.
만약에 당신의 가족들이 당신의 어머니나 당신의 뭐 시스터들이 만약에 강압적으로 그런 일을 당했다면 어떻게 하셨을 거예요?
If your parents were in this situation, being hurt, what would you do?
I definitely wouldn't be happy if somebody was making light of it.
Liar. He already says he cares about nobody but himself. Liar. Why are you entertaining this bullshit?
Same as us. So
그래서 많은 사람들이 화가 났던 거고
that's why a lot of Koreans were mad.
우리는 그거에 대해서 당신의 진정한 사과를 원합니다.
So all we want is for you to apologize to South Korean people and who have been hurt in this situation, and that's all we want. No violence.
Yeah, no violence. Yeah.
물어보고 싶은 게 있습니다.
Yeah, no violence for your sake.
진정한 사과를 하고 나서도 앞으로 또 도발을 한다면은 인스타나 트위터에 도발을
After
한다면은
apology, are you going to post or go on a live and talk about this situation
어떻게
again?
할 생각인지.
Not in a bad light, but I will talk about what I learned. Can you guys tell me a little bit more of the history of the statue?
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man. What are we doing here? Honestly, guys, I know that like some of you think I'm really harsh with these sort of things, but these kinds of people just don't learn. This is such a basic thing. He's just lied to your faces. Johnny Somali knew exactly what he was doing. He doesn't want to know about the comfort women. He don't want to know, okay? First of all, even if it wasn't the comfort women, going to a foreign country and lubing yourself up in front of a statue would be fucking weird anyway.
Because I haven't done too much research.
Yeah, sure. Good enough, mate.
With this statue, man, this comfort woman, back during the Japanese occupation, Japan invaded Korea and forced women in becoming comfort women for the Japanese Imperial Army. And most of these women weren't grown women, man. They were minors. They were being persecuted, tortured, and everything, man. A lot of people don't know about the history of the statue, but there were a lot of kids that were hurt. You know, there was even a activist that was put into a prison and tortured, raped by the officers of the Japanese Imperial Army and eventually killed. So this is a very, very serious issue, man. Like, it was not just a statue. This is not only a statue only for Koreans. Like, this is for all women that were fucked up, you know, doing bad things, you know. So when you sit here, you come and you do a Diddy party on the statue, like, well, you know, what do you think was gonna happen, bro? Like, this is something you can't take lightly. And I remember on your live, you said that we're gonna do Kill Me With a Statue. Yes, man, they will fucking kill you. This is a very serious issue.
Yeah, I like how he tried to make out like, oh, the violence and threatening his life is going too far. You don't make the rules, mate. You don't go to someone's country and tell them what is too far. You literally don't. That's the reality of it. You can think whatever you want, and whoever else might agree with that can think whatever they want. But at the end of the day, if you go to somebody else's backyard and you disrespect them, you don't get to tell them how they're going to respond. You don't get to tell them, oh, maybe give me a punch or give me a slap here. Don't take my life. It's not, you forfeit at that point. It is bizarre to me how people behave so entitled. I would never in a million years go over to Korea or Japan, do something to disrespect their culture and then tell them how to react. I am going to show you how I'm going to react. That's it. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. There's no, we're going to have a conversation about it. If you cross a line, whatever happens next is your own fault. Okay, because you don't know, right? These people are strangers to you. You don't know how seriously they're going to take it. Again, you're in a country that promotes active mandatory military service, and you're over there doing that. These are not people to really be messing with, in my opinion. This is a sort of like fuck around and find out situation, and he has found out. So yeah, like, and that goes for anyone. I've heard this before. That's going a bit too far. No, you don't do that. It's like you go outside, you punch someone in the face, right? You're walking down the road, you just punch someone in the face. You don't get to tell them how they're going to respond, because your dumbass decided to go outside and put hands on people. Now, some people might just take it and walk away. Some people might give you a punch, or the worst should happen. That is your fault. You don't tell people how to respond when you decide to tread on their toes. You just got to deal with whatever the consequences are.
I think killing an assault is too far for it, but I do see where they're coming.
Literally, as I fucking said it, this guy, oh my god, he's so predictable. I can't stand people like this. I cannot stand people like this.
From, and I see how it hurt them as a country, and it hurt their pride. And it wasn't my intention when I first came here. You know, I wanted to come here. When I first came to South Korea, I'm not gonna lie, I have like a lot of my other content before the statue incident has been great. All the Koreans have treated me great. Like, I've had nights out drinking with Koreans, partying with Koreans, and they've showed me the utmost hospitality and respect.
Who is he lying to?
So honestly, that I hit a nerve this much, I think it's good to be a man and apologize.
You ain't no man.
For what I've done.
Let's everybody move out. 형님 뒤에서 찍을게요. 이제 사과하는 거.
So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much. You guys are a good people. You guys are a great people. And for the most part, other than Mr. Navy SEAL here, I've had a great experience.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to nitpick here, but don't you think him saying I didn't mean to hurt your pride, it doesn't sound like an apology. It makes it sound like they were too fragile or sensitive or weak to take his joke, which is something that you hear all the time. This is the common cop-out when people do really bad things. Oh, you're just being sensitive, you're weak. That to me does not sound like an apology.
With a lot of the South Korean people, and it was not my intention to really hurt you guys, and I hope you guys can accept my apology. And I'm a young person. I want to grow as a man. I made a mistake, and I think when you make a mistake in life, you need to own up to it. So I apologize, you guys, and I will no longer talk about your statue or touch it ever again. I hope that I can live in peace here in South Korea, and we could get past the situation and use it as a learning situation, because a lot of people learned about this statue from this situation, bad or good. A lot of people from all over the world found out what this was from my action. So hopefully
people did not need to know about the comfort woman by way of you acting like an absolute dickhead. He's trying to make it out like some positive has come from this. No positives have come from this. It's not good that they're letting you off the hook, because that seems to be what's about to happen. It's not good that people learn about the comfort woman through your antics. No good has come from this. Nothing. You're an idiot. You're an imbecile. And anybody that rocks with you are idiots as well. You're enabling one of the biggest scumbag streamers that has ever existed, if not the biggest. If not the biggest. Like it.
we can move past this and have a better future.
Can you promise us that you wouldn't post any AI photos on Discord or any about this?
Oh, about this? No, my fans create that stuff. It's just memes, but I will not post any of it anymore.
Can you let them know that not to post those photos?
I will let them. I don't control them, but I will let them know.
Yes.
Oh, go fuck yourself, mate. That's not the response. The response should be, as the leader of your Discord, if anybody's doing that, I will ban them. And I will tell them this is not acceptable anymore. That is the response. You guys are letting him off way too easily. Look at him. Look at his face. Again, I'm not an expert on reading people's body language, but I know a troll when I see one. I know a disingenuous prick when I see one, and we are looking at one right there. He's telling you what you want to hear. As soon as you let him go, all of the most obscene AI photos of the comfort woman and him are going to be posted everywhere. And by you lot just saying that, him not disavowing the people in his Discord that are doing this, you can bet your bottom dollar the second that came out, they started creating them. And they're going to spread them like wildfire, because that's what trolls do. They have nothing better to do. They're probably unemployed young people who think this is funny and are going to look back at it in 10 years and realize how much of a dickhead that they were. But that is what's going to happen. He's not being sincere at all.
뭐 트위터나 뭐 인스타나 거기서 디스코드나 그런 데서 소말리가 다른 사람들하고 그 한국에 대한 그런 도발을 이어가지 않았으면 좋겠습니다.
그 얘기를 한 거예요.
아, 오케이. 그냥 한국식 사과가 무릎 꿇고 고개 숙이는 건데 할 수 있겠어요?
Can you bow? The Korean style of saying sorry.
Like bow? What do you think, Hank?
Here?
To the ground?
No, that's Japanese,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
All right, here. Repeat after me.
응?
Repeat after me.
Okay.
얘들아,
얘들아,
여군이
여건이
제가
제가
너무 무리였어.
눈물이어서
그래서
그래서
나는
나는
정말
정말
죄송합니다.
죄송합니다.
Thank you. That's all we want, bro.
That's all, man.
Okay, let's have
And
peace.
You should be good. Like
Jesus Christ.
when I was on Discord
Mm.
and all that for a long time, like listening, like those motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you, man.
Yeah.
I saw what they were posting. I saw what they were saying. It's disgusting, man. Like they don't give a fuck about you. Like I've seen it, you know. And no one here would hurt you. Like I'm pretty sure this guy is a fucking.
No, Johnny doesn't care if they don't care about him, because Johnny don't care about them either. He's already said he doesn't care about anybody, and the kind of people that Johnny is having come over to his stream, attracting to his streams, are the kinds of people that would hang him out to dry as well, because that is the way they see the world. That's really their philosophy. That's their outlook on life. It's like Johnny is the ringleader of this situation because he's the one out there doing it. But the second these guys get a whiff of what he's doing and they can do it themselves and they can throw Johnny under the bus, that's what will happen. That's the culture, I imagine, in that Discord. There's no sense of camaraderie or, oh, we're just doing this for your best interest and we have your back, Johnny. It's none of that. This is anarchy, basically. This is just anarchy. These are people that are just there for the chaos. Johnny knows that, and they know that. I don't understand how the Marine doesn't know that. Maybe he hasn't seen enough of Johnny's content. This is a bad human being who is going to continue to do bad things to other people. Let us not forget he was in Israel saying, you don't even want to see what I do off camera. Right? He kept on saying, I'm worse than Diddy, I'm worse than Epstein. So as far as I'm concerned, anything following that, I don't want to hear it. Prison. Fuck off. Jump in the fucking cell. Throw away the key.
Trained Navy SEAL, you know, and this guy didn't want to come after you, but you insulted an entire nation, bro. Like you can't come to a foreign country thinking you can do what you want, taunting the people to come get you and not get any clapback, you know. In these streets, it's really tough, you know what I mean? And I don't want nothing bad to happen to you, you know. But Discord, Twitter, them racist motherfuckers on there, they're gonna get you killed, man. If you keep it up, even if it's not here, if you go to another country, you continue your antics, continue your actions, it's gonna get you killed, man. You know, like they are going after your moms. Like if it was my moms, I would be freaking out. They're going after your moms, going after everybody. You know, people don't play when it comes to something like this.
I will say though that even though it's an unavoidable situation because of what he's done, I don't think anybody should be going after his mum or if he's got brothers or sisters. Nobody deserves to suffer for the bullshit he's done. Yeah, you could call into question his household and how he was raised. You can definitely ask questions, but I don't think anybody should touch his mother, right? We don't touch mums. That's just, even the people that I hate, some people that I've met that I hate, some content creators that I fought with, that maybe in person, we would fight in person, you know, whatever, you know, guys fight. But under no circumstances should anyone touch his mother. Like that's just me personally. That's too much because she's not involved. And it's not going to work on Johnny Somali either, because if he had any respect for his mum, he wouldn't be doing this anyway, because it brings shame to her. And even the way he's responding, like the guy is telling him, people have gone after your mum, I would be freaking out. He's just going, If I did something and people went after my mum, I would be freaking out as well. I would be freaking out. I think any man would freak out over that. You know, nobody wants to hear that their mum is under fire for things that they did. And he's just almost unresponsive. I feel like everyone there should be able to pick up on that.
You know, and right now we got some leaks you got to take care of. You know, we got some legal issues you got to handle. True. However, right now, the apology mean that shit.
No, I mean, I'm sincere. I mean it.
Mean it,
no,
man,
for sure.
Because trust you me. You know, if you don't and you keep doing it, man, it's gonna
because like I'm saying, as a man, it doesn't take nothing to realize I'm wrong. But for a whole country's pride to be hurt, it's not a big thing for me to say I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But it will mean a lot to hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Koreans, not just in Korea but around the world.
It should be a big thing for you to say sorry. You should sit there and realize what you've done. What he just said was, I don't care about this, but you guys care. And for the sake of my health and my safety, I'm going to say sorry because I hurt your pride. That's what he just said. Okay, go back and listen to it. This is one of the most disingenuous things I've ever seen. I don't understand how people are falling for it.
So I made a mistake and I just want to own up to it. I apologize.
All right, thank you.
오케이.
Thank you.
따로 하고 싶은 말
Is
있어요?
there any words you want to say?
Yeah, what the Japanese Imperial Army did was very evil, and they need to pay for the crimes that they did, and I should not make light of that, and hopefully Japan apologizes to Korea one day for the war crimes that they did to Korea.
Nobody see what's going on here. He's already said previously that he wants to start a race war. He's already said that. Oh my lord, this is actually hilarious. Like, anybody gave this guy the time of day, they should have just thrown him in prison.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
우리 한국 유튜버들 어떤 것 같아요?
Huh?
한국 유튜버들.
How's Korean YouTubers?
Hey, you guys are much more strong than the Japanese YouTubers. I'll say that.
한국 유튜버들 중에 누가 제일
Crazy, crazy. Korean YouTubers, crazy. Yeah.
한국 유튜버들 중에 누가 제일 무서웠냐?
Who were the scariest?
This one.
형이 제일 무서웠대.
This one.
자, 둘이 한번 얘기 좀 해봐요.
Yeah, I like how he's like not laughing at all. I really think that if this guy could get away with it, Johnny Somali would never see the light of day again.
Let's make a peace.
Okay.
Let's make a peace.
일단 내가 한마디만 할게.
소말리 어디가?
너가 만약에 트위터라든지 뭐 다 했던 말들인데 트위터라든지 뭐 페이스북이든지 어느 플랫폼에서도 너가 한 번 더 이런 일이 대한민국에 있다라면은
Okay, well, he's letting him know.
나는
Hey, he
네가 어디
stepped up.
있던 무슨 일을 하든
Fuck around and
추천할 수
find
있어.
out.
그러니까 절대 그런 일은 하지 마. 알겠지?
Says if anything happens in Twitter or Discord or any kind of platform, if you talk about this thing that you did, or any other platforms, he's gonna find you.
Well, I moved on from it. I'm cool.
I moved on from it. Oh my god. I like how he's not breaking eye contact and Johnny's like, I've moved on from it. I'm cool. It's not your situation to move on from. Korea will tell you when to move on from it now. And I don't think this guy's falling for his bullshit. Maybe other people are. I don't think he is. I've moved on from it. I'm cool. Honestly, man, this guy.
Like, I already apologized. He doesn't need to look for me. I got him over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. So now you have a career. So hopefully you can make some money from that now.
Okay.
그리고
What the fuck did he just say? Oh my god, Korea. You had this garbage piece of trash in your clutches. You could have just thrown him in prison. And you would have done the world a favor. You would have been the champions of Earthrealm. If this dude could understand English, in that moment he would have had a knee-jerk reaction and just fucking went. You know what I'm saying? Like,
피해자분이 아직 살아계시는 분이 있어.
There's a lot of victims still alive in Korea.
Do you guys know any of them I can meet?
현재
Don't.
만날 수 있는 분 계시냐고.
있어.
Yes.
나눔의 집이라고 경기도 광주에 있거든요. 거기 한번 같이 갈 의향이 있는지.
Are you willing to go there?
I'm willing to go there and meet them.
Oh my
And
god.
maybe do an
Don't-
interview with them and talk to them and
No.
learn the history for myself, and not only just myself, the world and the audience.
가서 만나서 인터뷰도 하고 싶고
Oh my god. Alright, well,
얘기도 하고 싶다.
그거 한번 자리 마련할게요.
that's
Okay,
the end
then
of
we
it.
will.
That's the end of it. So, what we've learned here is that Johnny Somali has once again gone away with it. I do not take him to meet survivors or victims. That's a bad idea. He's going to use that for content later on. This is a shame. This is really a shame. I thought Korea was really going to nail him for this and throw the book at him. He's disrespected your culture. I can tell you as somebody that, you know, obviously is my native language is English. I pick up on sarcasm very quickly. This was disingenuous. It was rude. He was rude to this Navy SEAL just now, telling him, oh, I gave you a career. You gained 20,000 subscribers. He was not sincere at all. There was a lot of sarcasm in this. And I can guarantee you, Koreans watching this, that Johnny Somali, when he is let go and he has some space, maybe when he's in another country, he's going to disrespect you guys. He also tried to manipulate the situation in a way where it would make it look like Japan and Korea should start getting into an argument about the comfort women. If there's any Japanese viewers or Korean viewers watching this, do not let this piece of garbage manipulate you into putting the attention on your neighbors. This is the attention should solely be on this guy. He is a piece of garbage, human filth, as far as I'm concerned. He's gonna do this again. I just hope that like this is the end of it for Korea. It's a shame that they didn't throw him in prison in the end. But we'll see where he ends up next, I guess, because he's not gonna stop. And why would he? Why would he stop? He's had run-ins with gang members in Japan. He's had run-ins with people in Korea. He had a run-in with the law in Israel. Wherever else he's been, I'm sure he's had a run-in with people. Why would he stop? Let's just see how. Let's see if he's a tough guy and he goes to one of these places where they really don't fuck around. Because I really did think Korea was gonna get him on this, but there's much more dangerous places. Trust me. We'll see in it. We'll see. This was a very disappointing, but to whatever other nation is watching, if Johnny Somali is in your backyard, you better brace yourself for some bullshit. That's all I got, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below.